This has been one of those things where when you show up to work in the morning, you know, you can go get a nice cup of coffee, a nice smile. Been a huge part of the community, not just for the Coast Guard, but also for the city of Portsmouth. It's been a real fixture here. Certainly going to miss you in that regard. And I want to specifically call out, though, the work that you both did in helping us get a closer relationship with this city here in Portsmouth. And even though we roll through in our uniforms as kind of blue-suited migrant workers on this particular field, the relationship we have with Portsmouth is really special. And I want to thank you both for the very, very detailed effort you had in making that happen. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for making this a wonderful place for our coasters to come and making us feel welcome when we get here, and caffeinating us so we get more work. So I appreciate all those things. So thank you very much. We do have a presentation from Boston. So one of the things we normally do, and this is cool because we normally have our challenge coins that we give out for excellence. Now you'll see Admiral Ratti's personal coin, and then you've got my coin here, and you got the front and the back of both. And they have their own coin. If you haven't cashed it in yet, you're running a little late. But if you only have one stamp on it, you can get it filled up by the end of the day. I encourage you to come down here and take care of that. But Starboards Coffee Kiosk with our logo for the Coast Guard, to David and Betsy Cartier, from the Coast Guard men and women at the Portsmouth Federal Building. Thanks for being such great shipmates. Thank you very much.
You know, a number of years ago, Betsy let me fill in for her. There was a gentleman that came in a blue uniform, and I was talking to him, and I said, "How are you? My name's David." And he said, "Great, you know, nice to see you." And we were talking. He said, "My name's Brian." And he said, "Can we get your name and address?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I'll be back. You know, I'm Brian." And I came in and I said to Betsy, "I've got his name and email address." And she said, "Well, that's Admiral Brian Peterman." I said, "Well, I call him Brian." I think the beauty of that is it taught us to look beyond the uniform. And we have a lot of individuals from the Coast Guard that come here, and it's not necessarily people from the Coast Guard that we see. We see regular individuals that are hardworking, and I know Betsy's had a chance to share their personal experiences, their good days, their bad days, but when they come over here, they kind of escape that for a couple of minutes, and we get a chance to learn about them as individuals. We've had them come back with their families, with their kids, and it's really quite special to be able to get to know them. And we've really appreciated that over the last few years. And you know, we recognize that the men and women of the Coast Guard are special people. I know Portsmouth does too, and it's just been a pleasure to have you as our neighbors and our friends. So, thank you very much.
Hooray! 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 All righty.
Remember, you're not moving out of District 5, and you're not moving out of Atlantic
Exactly. Set up another kiosk and keep in mind which is ready to cash in. Okay. Not cashing in today.
When and if, right?
Awesome.
Thank you.